Andre Cullen thought his biggest challenge was paying off his brand new SUV. But when his HOA neighbor stormed across the street accusing him of theft, dialing 911 and screaming that he had stolen her car, his quiet Saturday turned into chaos. What followed would shake the entire neighborhood and uncover a scandal no one saw coming. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Blackish Focus. We bring you powerful, emotional, and true stories that reveal courage, dignity, and resilience in everyday life. Andre Cullen had worked years of overtime, skipped vacations, and sacrificed comforts just to afford his 2021 Ford Explorer. Parking it in his own driveway that evening should have been a victory. But Cheryl Danvers, the self-appointed watchdog of the HOA, marched over, accusing him of stealing her car. She pointed at decals in his garage, claiming he was impersonating law enforcement. Andre's children, Maya and Jordan, stood in the doorway crying as Cheryl dialed 911. Within minutes, flashing red and blue lights filled the cul-de-sac. Neighbors spilled from their homes, whispering and filming. To them, it looked like a crime unfolding. To Andre, it was a nightmare. Officers arrived with hands on their belts, demanding Andre step away from the car. Cheryl shouted accusations louder, framing him as a dangerous imposter. Andre calmly explained, showing proof of ownership inside his house. His mechanic neighbor, Victor, vouched for him. But Cheryl's voice was louder than reason. The police eventually verified Andre's documents and confirmed the SUV was his. But the damage was done, his kids were traumatized, his neighbors suspicious, and his reputation stained. Cheryl hissed, "This isn't over." Andre knew she meant it. That night, Andre called his sister Monique, a paralegal. She dug into Cheryl's history and uncovered a disturbing pattern. Cheryl had filed complaints against other Black neighbors before, and each time, they eventually moved away. Even worse, Monique found that Cheryl worked closely with Douglas Keaton, the HOA president. Together, they targeted families, slapped them with bogus violations, and pressured them to sell. Douglas's ties to a real estate group meant he profited each time a family left. Andre realized this wasn't about a car, it was about control and money. Monique dug further, tracing HOA funds. What she found was shocking. Douglas had been quietly skimming money for years, funneling small amounts into shell companies. Landscaping, security upgrades, maintenance, none of the companies existed. Over 6 years, nearly $500,000 vanished. The SUV incident wasn't random. Cheryl had set Andre up to start the same cycle that had pushed out others. But Andre refused to fold. With Monique's evidence and Victor's support, he began preparing to fight back. News spread quickly after a neighbor's video of Cheryl's 911 call went viral on Facebook. Local media reported, Black father accused of stealing his own car. Cameras soon followed Andre, and reporters asked questions about HOA corruption. Andre gave a calm but firm interview. "This isn't about decals. It's about an HOA abusing its power, targeting families, and profiting from fear. I have proof, and I won't stay silent." The story exploded, drawing attention from the Attorney General's office. Douglas tried to fight back, releasing slick statements blaming Andre for misinformation. Cheryl doubled down, spreading rumors that Andre forged documents. But their panic only exposed more of their corruption. The HOA even passed a sudden rule banning vehicle decals, clearly aimed at Andre. Yet the more they attacked, the more support Andre gained. Longtime residents like Mrs. Tran spoke out, admitting Cheryl had harassed others before. Neighbors who once avoided Andre now brought him food, encouragement, and stories of their own mistreatment. Monique filed a formal complaint with the state attorney general. Armed with documents, bank records, and Cheryl's emails, they had undeniable proof of fraud. At the next HOA meeting, Andre stood tall, presenting evidence in front of his neighbors. Monique backed him with files ready for the press. Douglas's charm cracked, Cheryl screamed lies, and neighbors gasped as truth spilled into the open. The weight of evidence was undeniable. Douglas and Cheryl were finally cornered. Within weeks, the Attorney General's office confirmed a criminal investigation. Douglas was forced to resign as HOA president. Cheryl's credibility shattered. Her ranting interviews went viral, labeling her the HOA neighbor from hell. The community transformed. Transparency became the rule, expenses posted online, new committees formed, and neighbors empowered. Andre declined the presidency, but volunteered to organize community safety patrols the right way. For the first time in years, Maplewood Drive felt like home again. Andre's SUV wasn't just a car anymore, it was a symbol. Proof that standing firm against lies matters. Proof that even when one voice shouts lies, truth, with courage, will always endure. This story reminds us all, don't let fear or false accusations silence you. Lies may roar, but truth stands the test of time. If Andre's story moved you, subscribe to Blackish Focus for more emotional, true, and motivational stories. These stories matter because they remind us that dignity, courage, and truth can never be erased, no matter how loud the lies.